everyone, this is Potato Hunk here. I hope you are keeping very well. In today's Legion video, we are actually bringing the 4 perks I would highly recommend you do not bring on Legion, and of course I will explain why. But if you aren't interested in that, feel free to just jump ahead and get straight into the awesome gameplay. Let's quickly go over the perks and why you shouldn't run them as Legion. Sloppy Butcher is one of them. If you are very new to Legion, however, and you have no other perks available in the game, you've just started DBD, then yes, I'd probably recommend you run this, as it's one of the probably better starter perks for you. But whenever you are playing Legion, a lot of the time you should be using Fell Frenzy, and when you use Fell Frenzy, it doesn't count as a basic attack, which means perks like Sloppy Butcher do not work. So that is why you shouldn't bring it. Tinkerer is one that doesn't actually work with your detection ability when you are playing Legion, because how your power works, you need a terror radius to detect survivors' heartbeats, which is that pumping sound. If Tinkerer procs while you are mid-chase and you're using Fell Frenzy, you're going to lose all that vital information. So it can actually be a double-edged sword. Save the best for last, exactly the same as Sloppy Butcher. Doesn't really work well on Legion. The only positive side is if you do happen to get 8 stacks, which will take you ages because you're only really M1ing when you down a survivor rather than injuring them, you won't lose that many stacks when you hit the obsession. You only lose 2 stacks because you should be using your Fell Frenzy to injure them and then your M1 to down. But yes, again, another perk I wouldn't highly recommend on Legion. Hysteria has the exact same downside as Tinkerer. Also, Hex Plaything has the exact downside as well, but it's far worse because Hex Plaything will actually last until the survivor cleanses, meaning you won't be able to find them with your Feral Frenzy until they cleanse a totem. And Hysteria is just as bad because the second you injure a survivor, anyone else that's already injured, you will not be able to detect and you won't know where they are. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you realize why you shouldn't run these 4 perks. But don't get me wrong, you can get use out of them if used correctly in certain builds. And I'll be playing a lot of Legion because I'm trying to push to Prestige 100. So I'll make sure to come up with some build ideas around these perks where you can actually get good use out of it. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace out. Recording. I am about to start a game with no glasses. Alright, let's do it. Let's see how we do, gamers. They could have actually spawned straight behind me, but I'm facing this way, so let's just pray that I'm facing the right way, and I think I am. They went in the basement. Made no sense. I should have Saint Finch Revolt. Nice. The good thing as well is we'll also get her straight in basement. Nice, nice, nice. I'm doing good. The build we're bringing right now is the don't bring this build ever on Legion. None of these perks make any sense. And we're just going to see how well we do with these perks. I'll take that basement hook here. Got another survivor here too. We could use Tinker and catch these guys off by surprise. Yes, me too. Silly question. Just Dwight here. Obviously, I've got Tinker, so I can't detect anyone else. Camping the pallet. He's gonna go to that TNR, but I should be able to cut him off. Yeah. Good stuff. We ignore the obsession as well. We might be able to slowly get stacks to say the best and try and get some use out of it. Tinker on that gen 2. He's got to still be close, right? Oh, this shouldn't have brought Tinker. Wow, she's soloing that gen and it's already... Oh, see, because I've got Tinker proc, I've got no ability. There we go. I'm gonna wait. Go on, someone mend. Right, just a TNR. Good job, Steve. Oh, is he running back to Shaq? We've got Shadow Step here as well, we've got to be careful. That boon is so irritating. I've literally had 3 Tinker procs in like no time whatsoever. Quickly hook Steve. Let's actually stomp out this boon. Wherever it is. Let's slow this gen down. We're half-halving DBD today. Oh, perfect. She'll get that. That was actually a really good dead hard. 2 Tinker procs. I don't need to like moonwalk or anything because she can't see my red stain anyway. She gets that. They're doing gens so quickly as like singles. So he's relit that boon and continued on with that gen. Steve is here, I just heard him mess up a skill check. Not sure where he is. My best play, honestly, if I want to win this, is to let her sort of die. And it's smashing out gens like no one's business. I think I did proc. Was Steve here too? Where are you gone? Like, no sign of life, no crow disturb, no nothing? How have you just vanished into straight Narnia? I could throw Frenzy her, see if anyone else is going to save. But not. I don't really want to go after her. I kind of want to keep my set with last stacks. I know there's no survivor here. Who was on that gen over there? Was it Steve? He's just relayed that boon again. But then, like, they've done that gen and they completely disappeared. He'll drop that 100%. There's a window to my left. Okay. Her over there is just flown back. There's a boon here. That was definitely my best play there to make sure that she died. But I know Feng is over here because she was here 2 seconds ago. Fucking hell, Steve. Don't ever question gen speeds, guys. Like, seriously, holy shit. Steve's out too if he's on the same door. Damn. Steve's right here, but I have saved the bus, so he's not gonna get far. That door isn't open, but I will bloodlust him here. Nice! We actually got value out of Save the Best for Last there. If we didn't have it, he would have easily ran and made that door. Very, very nice. See, the reason why I'm bringing this build, and if I do make this into a video, I'm sorry if I'm sounding repetitive, this is just for my Twitch chat, because they might not see the intro to this video. Basically, all of these perks don't synergize well on Legion. Perks like Save the Best for Last, you shouldn't really be using because you should be Feral Frenzying. The same for Sloppy Butcher. Hysteria obviously blocks your power, because when survivors are oblivious, your power doesn't work. Same thing for Tinkerer. So you're sort of hitting yourself in the foot there. Obviously, Save the Best for Last, if you can get 8 stacks, can be useful situations, but it's very hard to get 8 stacks. It could literally be hyper-focus stakeout, just smashing out the gens early game. It is that fast. Well played, guys. GG. Felt very pressured that game. Of, you know, the killer is the strongest unstoppable entity. I don't really feel very unstoppable, to be honest. You know? I'm gonna get constantly like teabagged and like bonked on the head with a locker and pallets thrown on my head. Yeah, I feel really unstoppable. Telemat would be a really great fit. You're totally right. I actually really like the idea and design. They've done a really good job. Right. This map is very anti-Legion in my opinion. It's very hard to sort of, you know, get that first initial hit in. But where? I sense a heartbeat, but I literally can't pinpoint. They're upstairs. I might just cancel my Pharaoh on this guy because I'm not gonna hit the other person. Right, there's literally 3 safe tiles here, and he is playing very safe. I've already got a Tinker proc on the very outside gen. See, this was a good dead zone window before they opened it up, so I could easily dead zone and win that loop. Now it's basically impossible. If this guy pre-drops every pallet and plays safe while he knows his team's gem rushing, this is an L. He is trying to loop it. That's not even a win for me. On panic vault, dude. Okay. Now this should be a down. Is he got that hard? Okay, good. Oh, he's actually obsession, so no stacks yet. I'll break that pallet because it loops some nice windows if it stays open. Okay. I mean, a 2 pallet chase, not bad. Is this a free gen? Not particularly, because I've got to walk up the stairs there. That gen has some progress. We did see someone up there earlier with Pharaoh, so they're still probably on it. I guess we'll wait for the pallet drop. It's gonna be hard to win this. Never mind. That hard? Okay, she messed up. Good stuff. Believe it or not, Felix is actually suffering from hysteria right now. Tinker on that far gen. I'm assuming she's going in for the save. Yep. Good body block. Not sure why she just stood there and took the L on that. Right, so these guys upstairs will also be suffering from the Oblivious. Dark Vader, thank you for the follow. I think Michaela might have gone for the savior. Damn, that was really longer than 10 secs. There's no pallet in this tower anymore. Oh, she has life. Alright. The huge problem with this is it's the time I eat all the pallets, the game's over. Good job leaving the tower. She gets to that window. Drops this pallet? No. Who's the obsession? It's actually Felix. Back upstairs. We gotta break this pile up. Is it better for me to let her drop down? That'd probably be better loot, right? Unless you got balanced landing, you're taking the down here. Wait a minute. Oh, no.
Okay, we all go together or we go one at a time. Parkour, parkour!
Let's just risk it. Gamer, thank you so much for the 2 subs, Gamer. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Come on. There's a hook right outside basement? Holy shit. Let's head back. We need to get Michaela dead. We need one survivor down. Perfect! Save the best for last. Well, it would have been better to hook her in the basement there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Actually getting crazy value at this build. Meg needs to die slightly faster. It's literally like she's clinging on for dear life. She won't want to stick around if she's injured. You gonna try CJ tick? Oh, it's cancelled. Let's see if she does it. You're a million years too early to CJ tick me, gamer. Nice, nice, nice. Save the best for last value there. Even though I'm saying it doesn't work well on Legion, I mean, it's given us quite a few nice scenarios in both games. We had to stay very territorial there because they were smashing the gens. Oh, we got Shadow Step as well. Drop Panic. And if I just do that, he put my vault. Woo! Ah! Very nice. It's so unsafe, that tile. You just gotta wait for them to vault and it's a down. Very nice. The good thing about STBFL though, when you think about it, is if you do manage to somehow get 8 stacks, which again, you really shouldn't be getting that easily, you can just fail Frenzy the Obsession and down them, then it's only 2 stacks rather than 4. No, I have a free gen here. My best play was to wait for Meg to die. They literally had 1 gen left. You have to be territorial on this map. With Legion, it's always about the free gen and staying territorial. Because remember, you're just a basic M1 killer. You can get people injured, but getting that M1 down can be tricky. And, you know, I haven't had a single Fail Frenzy go to 3 survivors this game because they've been very spread out. So you have to force them to stay close. And that's by playing a little bit mean. You have to play this way as Legion. Remember, the Survivor rulebook don't exist. GG. What we do with Felix in game mode? Good stuff. And Hatch will spawn right up here. Right here, right here, right here. Right here. Damn it. Oh, definitely caught, yeah. Like, Legion has the ability to destroy people in a 1 versus 4. That's it. Legion hasn't got better vaulting anymore. Like, nothing's changed other than that. Like, Legion hasn't got better vaulting. Nothing. They're slightly faster in Fail Frenzy. I mean, slightly faster. Nothing spectacular has happened, really. When it comes to the 1v1 with Legion, you're an M1 killer, and against a good team of survivors, that is the worst thing in the world. Trust me. They'll drop pallets early, they'll play so safe, and their team is just destroying generators because you're trying to get that M1 down. You can't spend the entire game Fail Frenzying either, because once you Fail Frenzy one person, the team just completely splits up, you know what I mean?
Watashi no na wa Kirai Yoshikage, 年齢33歳。自宅は森王町北東部の別荘地帯にあり、結婚はしていない。